Your boys are all rights reserved coming to you. Greatest nation since United Nations. We finna get into it. Quickly, I wanted to conversate and bring up a topic. Now, recently, this is one or two topics I wanted to discuss. Micheal Boatwright has recently asked for the statements of two individuals allegedly on the witness list. Now, I know a lot of you have been in an uproar for a while, and a lot of you have been sending it to me, but I've been waiting to see if anything else was going to come out. And it seems like they're just sticking to that. He wants to know the two statements that were mentioned against the situation having to do with two people in particular. Now, this is crazy because we've seen him be deemed as someone whose sanity was lacking, but it seems his attorney was smart enough to put him at ease and bring up two major topics that he felt could help put him in a position to not be alienated when going to court. Now, this is huge because if there's something in the statements that he can debunk by some level of evidence that is found by Diedrichs, here's what's craziest part. It seems as if the suspects have aligned experts to define the positions they take. Now, why do I say that? We haven't heard of these two men communicating. And we know that there's two things that happened. Diedrich D. Williams was allowed a grant to get two experts. It was, if I'm not mistaken, it was video experts and audio experts. Then Robert Allen went and he was granted a forensic expert. Now Micheal Boatwright seems to be the one that's questioning the statements made by certain people. This is getting crazy on the low. And when I say that, I mean it's like these suspects have formulated, and go check the credentials. If you find information, check the credentials of these experts. They are no game. They are no game. Certified. That's why you haven't heard Czar even mention suspects in a long time. Name the last time you see me mention suspects. I haven't. Because when I looked up these guys, I was like, oh my goodness, they are not playing at all. And they got paid up front to do it. They are not going to be playing around with nobody. If there's something funny in it, it's best to get yourself a lawyer that knows how to deal with these exact situations, which is going to be hard because these are not only experts. Understand that experts, they're not just called that by title. They're experts. They are. They really are. And their expertise is actually going to war with situations that are against people being deemed criminals who really may have something else to put out there like, wait, something's not right. If these statements are analyzed and they're seen with any holes, and it is examined by the experts who then go on video to look at things and to, in a way, debunk certain things, it's over. It's over. They're going to figure it out. That is why I said the things I said from the jump. Think about what I've been saying to you. If you don't remember, if you're new, go back and look at all of Czar All Rights Reserve's videos dealing with certain situations. They're going to know. They're going to show it. And they'll even look at activities and actions outside of the court case by the statements that were listed to allude to a certain situation. Now, of course, I know some other stuff that may not be exact to the situation, but just about happenings that were going around and presumptions that can be made off of the way certain evidence unveiled. You're going to get me talking about one of those tonight. I'm finally going to open up and talk about one of those tonight. Something I saw shady, but I let it slide. And the reason I let it slide earlier is because I could not pinpoint whether it was on the investigator side or people's side that were involved. That's where the inequities began because I was like, well, I really can't talk about it because I don't know, but we got a police report. Clap it up. Clap it up. We got people that were able to obtain the exact police report. And little did I know I was conferencing with these people all along. And this is crazy. It's crazy because How did I do that? If I'm not authentic and I don't have talent, how did I bring up certain things I didn't know exact, or I only heard and saw reference when I was asking questions, and it actually turned out like what? I'm in shock right now. But I'm going to briefly talk about that. Best believe. Best believe. And again, the czar is objective. That's the main goal. Don't ever forget objectivity. I'm willing to listen to them, then listen to them, and make a conclusion off of it. I don't just run with the narrative like a lot of news stations did or a lot of different media. I told you, media is evolving. The R. Kelly interview, that was their attempt to bring themselves up a level. Like, oh, we're not boring media. We do this. Everybody's trying anything to be authentic as YouTube and other social media places have become. That's just a fact. So when I said YouTube was the future, I wasn't just saying it. I mean that. They are the future. Any social media that allows people to get your opinions off and discuss things openly is the future, because they're going to discuss it in depth. Again, my next video that I'm about to have, I want to give respects to everyone around the situation off the forefront, but it's something that needs to be discussed. We need to go back and analyze things to possibly define probabilities in the future. And again, I already have my theories around this situation, and around this other situation I'm about to mention, I developed my theories. So I asked genuinely, if you're a person that loved or cared about any of the people I'm about to mention, I want you to keep an open mind and think, because I got access to people that had this police report. They had it, the report itself. And you may not think it has anything to do with this situation, but on the backside, I already built my presumption of exactly what it has to do with this particular situation that happened to X. Trust me. And it might seem very menial, but Czar looks at the menial things in order to build the bigger picture. I never looked at a puzzle and just built it off of seeing it on the box. Yeah, we're going to reference the box, but we're going to still put in work on our own to make it look identical. We're not going to place it on the box and put match pieces up to every. We're going to look at it, then we're going to do work. That's exactly how I've done my media. That's exactly how I'm forever going to do my media. That's exactly why you've seen the hate that you've seen, because not many people move this way and not many people want to move this way. We've never been puppets with hands up our butt. Never. We move and we think openly, and we take suggestions. We take people's opinion and we respect it to a degree. I don't respect these socialites throwing shots now. No, I don't respect y'all. But I do respect a lot of people who put in work, from my understanding. This is huge. The statement of Micheal Boatwright that he's looking for through his lawyer is statements of witnesses, in particular 2 witnesses that have popped up to say that they witnessed this. And he said, can I see them? And the only reason you'd ask, can I see them, is because it could in particularly be something differentiating from what you know to be a factor. Let's clap it up for Micheal Boatwright. I told you he may take a L making the plea he did, but also now he's saying, look, I'm going to get my time. Let me look at something else and let you guys. These guys are selflessly stepping up. They're not saying what they did was wrong or right, but they're saying it looks like they're trying to right their wrongs. Really. Because remember, I told you there was a mastermind. There was no way a mastermind was not involved because of the way the situation unfolded. Knowing where someone's at, knowing when they leave a place. Even if you're going to tell me they told them, where's the video? We haven't even seen the bank footage of him walking in the bank. He could have had that at home in his drawer, pulled it out, and someone just happened to know he had it there. How do we know? How do we know? And the little factors I've been able to put together that I haven't talked about have been built up for me to understand the information I'm receiving at this date. and knowing the reactions and the many different people who had run-ins and reactions with certain people around the situation, they communicate and rock with the czar. Always. Now, there's a few that act funny, but those few are just doing it for clout. And there's nothing wrong with it, but don't mention my name because you didn't step up looking for justice. You didn't step up looking to address it. You were worried about what everyone else thought about you, not trying to do it on your own too. You know how I rock. Now let's get into the other piece. All rights reserved.